What if the most ignored $1 coin in American history is actually one of the most important ever made? Today, we uncover two legendary $1 coins that were once rejected, misunderstood, and forgotten, yet today stand as powerful symbols of change, history, and hidden value. Coins that millions held in their hands without realizing they were touching a turning point in American currency. So let's get started. First up. Next up, the 1999 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar is one of the most surprising comeback stories in the entire history of American coinage. A coin that was never meant to exist again, yet returned from the shadows after nearly 2 decades of silence. Because after the Susan B. Anthony dollar quietly disappeared from circulation in 1981, most Americans believed the experiment had ended forever. Its legacy sealed as a failed attempt to introduce a small-sized dollar coin. But history had other plans, and in 1999, the United States Mint faced an unexpected crisis when demand for dollar coins suddenly surged due to transit systems, vending machines, and government programs that required durable, reusable coinage. And with the new golden Sacagawea dollar still not ready for release, the Mint made a shocking decision to revive the Susan B. Anthony dollar one final time, turning the 1999 P issue into a bridge between two eras, a rare transitional coin that connects the past to the future. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint and marked with a bold P Mint mark, the 1999 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar was produced in limited numbers compared to its 1979 counterpart, instantly giving it a special place in numismatic history. Not as a circulation failure, but as an emergency solution, a stopgap coin created under pressure, which is exactly why collectors today view it as one of the most important modern U.S. dollar coins ever made. The design remained unchanged yet timeless, featuring the determined portrait of Susan B. Anthony on the obverse, her expression firm and resolute, symbolizing the unbreakable will of the women's suffrage movement, while the reverse once again displays the majestic eagle landing on the moon, an image borrowed from the Apollo 11 mission, representing American innovation, unity, and peaceful exploration, a design that quietly reminds us that even when a coin returns unexpectedly, its message remains powerful and relevant. Unlike earlier issues, the 1999 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar entered a world that was already preparing for change, and many of these coins were distributed in bank-wrapped rolls, mint bags, and special sets, with a large percentage saved by collectors from day one. Yet despite this, high-grade examples remained surprisingly difficult to find due to contact marks and weak strikes common to the series, making mint state coins with strong detail and clean surfaces especially desirable today. The true fascination of the 1999 P issue lies in its story. It was the last chapter, the final strike, the closing note of a bold experiment that began 20 years earlier, and that alone gives it an emotional and historical weight that goes far beyond face value, transforming it into a symbol of persistence, adaptability, and unfinished ambition. In today's coin market, the 1999 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar consistently outperforms earlier circulation strikes in value, particularly in certified MS, 65, and higher grades, where prices can rise dramatically, proving that scarcity combined with historical context can turn even a once-overlooked coin into a respected collectible. But perhaps the greatest power of this coin is not its price, not its metal, and not even its rarity. It is the lesson it carries. A reminder that history does not always move in straight lines, that ideas often return before they are finally accepted, and that even a coin once rejected by the public can be recalled to serve a crucial purpose, making the 1999 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar more than just the last issue of a series, more than just a dollar coin, but a quiet symbol of resilience, transition, and the enduring struggle to move a nation forward, one step and $1 at a time. Sparkles. The 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony $1 coin is not just a piece of American currency. It is a bold experiment, a historic turning point, and one of the most misunderstood coins ever released by the United States Mint, a coin born at the crossroads of tradition and change, power and controversy, ambition and resistance, because in 1979, for the very first time in U.S. history, a real woman, not a symbolic figure, not a mythological goddess, was honored on a circulating American coin, and that woman was Susan B. Anthony, a fearless leader of the women's suffrage movement whose lifelong fight for equality reshaped the nation itself, making this dollar coin far more than metal, far more than money, but a statement frozen in time, struck at the Philadelphia Mint and carrying the simple yet meaningful P Mint mark. The 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar entered circulation with high hopes, designed to replace the bulky Eisenhower dollar and to offer Americans a smaller, lighter, more practical dollar coin. Yet from the very beginning, controversy followed it like a shadow, because its size and color were dangerously similar to the quarter, leading to confusion, frustration, and rejection by the public, a problem that would ultimately seal its fate in everyday commerce. However, collectors today know that what once failed in circulation has now risen in historical importance and collectible value, especially when it comes to one legendary variety, the famous 1979 P wide rim, also known as the near-date variety, an era-like design difference where the date sits closer to the rim and the rim itself appears thicker and more defined, a subtle detail invisible to the untrained eye but instantly recognizable to seasoned collectors. And this single design variation transforms an ordinary dollar coin into a sought-after treasure worth many times its face value, especially in high-grade, uncirculated, or proof-like condition. The obverse of the coin features a sharp, determined portrait of Susan B. Anthony, her gaze firm and unyielding, reflecting her relentless fight for women's rights, while the reverse proudly displays a powerful American eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch, a design borrowed from the Apollo 11 mission and symbolizing peace, exploration, and national achievement, blending social progress with technological triumph in one unforgettable image. Despite the coin's short production run for circulation, only from 1979 to 1981, with a final issue in 1999, the Susan B. Anthony dollar has aged like a forgotten legend, growing stronger with time, gaining appreciation as collectors recognize its historical weight, its role in paving the way for future dollar coins, and its significance as the foundation for later designs like the Sacagawea dollar. The 1979 P issue in particular stands as the beginning of the story, the first strike, the opening chapter, making it especially desirable to collectors who value origin coins and first-year releases, and when combined with mint state preservation, sharp strikes, and the elusive wide rim variety, this coin can command impressive prices in today's market, sometimes reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars in top-rated examples. But beyond value charts and auction results, the true power of the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar lies in its symbolism, a reminder that progress is often resisted before it is accepted, that innovation is rarely appreciated in its own time, and that even coins once dismissed as failures can become icons of change, history, and resilience, making this humble dollar coin a quiet giant in the world of numismatics, a coin that whispers a powerful message to those who take the time to listen. History is not always loud when it happens, but its echoes grow stronger with every passing year. Sparkles.